Hey! Do you have a crippling fear of human interaction? Ever wish you could listen to podcasts for 14 hours a day? Are you tired of living in a building? Well, boy, do I have a job for you. Hello humans, it's John. Listen, trucking isn't for everybody. In a lot of ways, it's the opposite of working for rideshare apps. Unlike Uber and Lyft where you can clock in whenever you want, truckers are on the job 24/7, eating, sleeping, and listening to podcasts in one of these. The good news is that the job comes with health insurance, a 401k, and annual earnings that start around 50 grand and can top out at over 6 figures. Plus, free housing and fantastic job security. Some restrictions apply. See self-driving trucks for details. Here's an average day in my life as an over-the-road truck driver. The first thing I do after I wake up is struggle to reacclimate myself to the baffling reality of conscious experience. Then it's time to start the day. The truck I'm in now has 2 bunk beds. When I first started trucking, I moved into a truck with my trainer, and we shared this space for about 6 weeks while he tried his best to teach me how to park. Once I got my CDL, I got my own truck, and now I use the second bunk to store a day's supply of chips, although you can bring a spouse along too if you have one. This truck is equipped with a mini fridge, an extra mini freezer, satellite TV, and a power inverter which offers just enough power to run a small microwave. There's also a diesel-powered heater that runs independently from the engine. For air conditioning, you have to idle the truck. For reference, this is a 2018 Kenworth T680. All these extras make it one of the nicer trucks out on the road. Most mornings, I stumble outside to find myself at a rest area or at a truck stop. Once every week or two, I'll wind up at a warehouse parking lot with more limited facilities. Once I'm fully awake, it's time to microwave a breakfast burrito, inspect all 110 items on the DOT's pre-trip truck inspection checklist, and start driving. Truck drivers get paid by the mile. So the more you drive, the more you get paid. But you can't drive forever. This Leapfrog Play and Learn tablet for ages 2 and up keeps track of when the truck is moving. It's illegal to drive more than 11 hours per day, and you have to take at least one 30-minute rest break, among other more convoluted rules which you can read about in my article linked below. You'll also communicate with your dispatcher and receive load assignments via the tablet, because apparently it's 1995 and no one has invented smartphones yet. In a typical day, I'll drive anywhere between 400 and 600 miles. That means I'm earning around $1,000 a week after taxes. A lot of pickups and drop-offs happen at big warehouses with plenty of room to maneuver, but in big cities, especially in the Northeast, backing into a dock door can be almost as hard as trying to deliver an Uber Eats order to a downtown high-rise without getting a parking ticket. If you're backing into a dock, you're probably about to get live loaded or unloaded. This can take hours depending on the warehouse. Fortunately, most companies offer what's called detention pay, where you start earning an hourly rate after a certain grace period. At my current company, if you wait more than 90 minutes after your scheduled pickup or drop-off time, you start earning $20 per hour, which is not a bad deal, but it's still a little bit less than you earn when you're driving. The best kind of stop is called a drop and hook. If you're delivering a load, you can simply drop the loaded trailer, hook to an empty trailer, and head to your next stop, or vice versa if you're picking up a load instead. This is typically much faster and more profitable than live loads. Once you've reached your legal driving limit for the day, it's time for some shut-eye. A lot of truck stops start filling up as early as 4 p.m., and if you're trying to park after 7, you're in for a big headache. The shortage of truck parking has been greatly exacerbated by this cursed rectangle, which means that drivers are actually obeying the DOT's time limits instead of just pretending to. One thing that makes parking easier is getting up and starting to drive at really early in the morning, like around 3 or 4 a.m. Lots of truckers use this app called Trucker Path, which helps a lot when you're trying to find parking. It lets you view and submit user-generated reports about parking availability at every truck stop. And in the reviews section, you'll get to take a peek into the minds of your fellow industry professionals. Yikes! As a company driver, everything on this truck is paid for. You get a company credit card for refueling, and the company takes care of maintenance and roadside assistance and all that stuff. Most new drivers go this route. Some companies also offer lease purchase programs, but those can be a really bad deal, so be sure to do your research. This truck has 2 fuel tanks, and each one holds about 100 gallons of diesel. So personally, I'm really glad someone else is buying. When you purchase more than 50 gallons at a truck stop, you get 1 free shower credit loaded onto your rewards card. This is a typical truck stop shower. They clean them after every use, so honestly they're not nearly as bad as they sound. Don't expect to shower every day though. I usually only manage 2 to 3 showers a week due to schedule and parking constraints. As far as time off, a typical OTR schedule involves driving for 2 to 3 weeks followed by 3 to 4 days at home. If you want to ditch your rent bill, it's easy to live in the truck full time. And if you want more time at home with your family, you can also work a regional job where you get home every weekend. With a year or two of experience, you may find a local trucking job where you can get home every day. Some companies are also starting to offer part-time positions where you share a truck and work a rotating part-time schedule. Although the OTR life can be grueling at times, it's definitely not the worst job I've had. Sure, you might have to sleep out a trailer sometimes, or wrestle with jammed landing gear, or navigate the frozen hellscape that is Wisconsin in January, but you also get nearly unlimited time to listen to podcasts and eat chips. And really, what more can you ask for? Once you've mastered the basics, there's tons of different trucking jobs available. By getting different endorsements on your license, you can deliver propane, or grains, or farm equipment, or houses, or furniture, or people. Experience equals money. One of the highest paying employers, Walmart, pays their drivers over 90 grand a year, but you have to have 30 months of experience and a pretty clean record. It's not easy, but there's still plenty of time to cash in before self-driving trucks hit the highway. For more information about trucking, check out my previous video about how to become a truck driver, or check out my article about what it's like to be a truck driver linked below in the description. Don't forget to smash that like button, and be safe out there. Thanks for watching.